Hello, hello. Today is August 23rd. Nothing too crazy happened really today. Just, remodel stuff. I'm at the store. We're still not done in electronics, so that's nothing new. But they are almost supposedly done with electronics, so that's new. But it's obnoxious. It's obnoxious. And I'm looking forward to not having them in electronics. But I was annoyed today, mainly because it was just me again today. It's been just me for a while now, and I don't know. It's a lot. It is a lot. And I find that most of the time I really just don't know. I'm not saying anything right now. I'm so dumb. a lot, a lot in electronics right now. We just finished setting the last section today. They put up the case for it. There's supposed to be more cases being built. But if you didn't see my YouTube short today, they have like a 3 monitor mounting stand up. I believe it's for my security, our security, not mine, but our security screens, which is exciting. And they're supposed to be setting the TV wall tonight. Hopefully, I'll know for sure Saturday, because I'm off for 2 days, and I don't know who's going to be there. So, yeah. What time is it? 5:36. We're gonna chat for an hour, half an hour, actually. But it's a lot. It was a lot today. I'm not saying anything right now. I'm just talking nonsense again. I'm gonna be streaming hopefully most of the night. Get my sleep schedule a little back on track because I won't be going in early Saturday or Sunday. I might be going in early Monday this next week when my boss is back, but Saturday and Sunday we're going to be enjoying just the day off, the days off, that kind of thing. Nothing too crazy. And then yeah. I was annoyed today. Near the end of my shift to 1:30, 2 o'clock. It's been just me the last 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, till 2, which is fine. One of my coworkers is out sick and got basically put on a medical leave, which is obnoxious, but it's fine. And it's mainly obnoxious because it's been harder to set a whole department if there's only one person until 2 and only just 3 model crew asking you tons of questions, customers coming in, photo lab still running. It's a lot, but working 4 to 3 really helped that out. We were able to really do a lot of it, getting it done. It I don't get the hate towards the remodel crew right now. A lot of my coworkers are like, "Oh, they're really behind this and that." I'm like, most of these people haven't worked for the company longer than the remodel's been going on. Like, what are you talking about? And I don't get it. I don't get it. It's obnoxious. It is obnoxious. But just have patience. Is all I suggest. Like they can only work as fast as the stuff comes in, as the other parts of the store are coming in. I mean, some things are time sensitive and they have to be done right away. They have to be dealt with as they come in. Like it's nothing that they can control. Well, they just left this year. Like, well, tell them where to go, or maybe that's what they were told to do. Like, I don't like. Come at it with kindness, come at it with patience, and be like, hey, I know you're new here. This is actually supposed to be like this, not this. Or this is how we do this. It's not a big deal, but this is how we do this. Teach them. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Not at all. Not at all. No, but what annoyed me today was we had 2 closers tonight. So that's 2 people from 2 o'clock to when the store closes, which at our store is 11. And those 2 people should have been able to run a lot of stuff. Because we just finally set everything in the department except the TV wall, which is yet to be built. All the TVs are off of the wall. It is barren bones. You can see electrical. It's not a thing that can be stocked. Where still some cases need to be put up, and some counters still need to be installed, but everything shelf wise, modular wise, item wise is where it's supposed to be. Like that's correct. So that means we can actually run our freight. We can put the stuff from the back to the floor. We have 3 carts or so lining the hallway. We have 1 in 702 and a bunch of stuff ready to come out in our rolling bins and regular bins. Like, all our back room is ready to go out to the floor. And instead of having both of those people running all of that stuff and then the truck that night and making sure everything's labeled as overstock and ready to go, closing management has to have one of them go zone, which is pulling stuff to the front of the shelf, and then putting stuff reshop away, which is stuff customers left behind from up front, to the shelf. For like, I don't know, 4 hours, half their shift, which is super cool, super fun. Not. I don't get it. I don't get it. So yeah. I approached the closing management. I'm like, hey, is this open for discussion? Open for change? Like, what's going on? Can we talk about this? No. Cool. I've never been more annoyed. Because it doesn't make any sense to me that we finally get our department to where it's supposed to be, and then you don't want to let them put the stuff out. Like, we don't want to make an exception to that where electronics is exempt. Like, it's not you're not gonna have a whole store coming over to put stuff away. Like, if that's not a thing that can happen, hasn't never happened, but you want to like, it doesn't make any sense to me. None whatsoever. And I don't get it. I don't get it at all. So yeah, that's what I dealt with. Starting that. End of the day, which is fine. I got 2 days off. I was working basically 10-hour shifts for the last 5 days, so it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, that'll be a nice bump on the check. Reimburse myself for the shoes I bought and the tires I'm gonna need to buy. So yeah. It's a good time. Other news of the stuff this morning was cracking me up. So there's this guy who basically is like a manager, but for the remodel. Like, he's at that level of in charge of everyone for the remodel. They're the remodel team. He's the top where it goes. And then below him, he has like 3 or 4 other managers below him, and then you know. But this guy came in, I want to say at 5. So I was there already for an hour, and I'm just putting stuff away because they set the tablet accessories yesterday, and no one ever put the stuff from the shelf from the other overstock aisle. So like as they're setting stuff, there's an aisle where we can put stuff, sort of stage it there. If it's clearance, they'll mark it down. If it's supposed to go back, they move it back. So I'm like, I've got really nothing to do right now. There's electrician here, 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 and here. I'm gonna take all this tablet stuff, put it in that mod. So that's what I was doing. He comes in, he just sort of looks at me like stocking stuff. It was an absolute mess, and the store opened in 2 hours. No, an hour. He got out here at 5. Yeah, the store opened in an hour. It was an absolute mess when I got there at 4, but I wasn't worried about it. So, they have to clean it, like, and he comes in. He's absolutely peeved, pissed, mad. Like I would almost say furious, but not in like a yelling way. More like we need to get this up and get like high energy, like you know. And it was cracking me up because he came by as I was talking. I'm like, I'm so sorry. It looks like this. I'm like, I wasn't worried about it because I know you'd be worried about it. Like, it ain't my job to be mad. That's your job. I'll be here. I'll put in the work. You be mad about everyone else not doing their job. He's like, deal. So it was a good time. And it was cracking me up because before he got there, one of his managers below him, like one of his direct managers below him that's in charge of like a team for a night. Like there's the overnight team. There's like 2 or 3 of them doing a zone each or whatever, a department each. So he was in charge of electronics that night, and he had to leave apparently. It's his time to go. Like great, he's off tomorrow. Like okay, me too. Cool. Well, I won't see you. But then he had to leave, so he left. It's like, I won't be back. See you Monday or whatever. I'm like, okay, sounds great. Like, let me know if you need anything else fixed, because he's been fixing our cases as they've come up as problems. Like, cool. I kid you not. This top guy comes in looking all mad. 15-20 minutes into him being there, guess who's back in the store trying to help clean this place up? Because I tell you what, every manager had a talking to him. I overheard. It was cracking me so hard. Oh my gosh, it was so good. But yeah, we have everything set now. He's a really cool guy. I did a lot of work the last couple of days, and he was really gung-ho about getting it available for me to set because not less work, but more work I take on, less he has to have here and more he can have somewhere else. Because we're behind, so behind, I feel like, but it'll catch up pretty quick, so. It's crazy. Crazy. And it's lovely. One last thing I want to talk about work today. I was hinted at getting a team lead position. That they may or may not be opening a team lead position for some departments, like splitting up departments, which is super interesting. So I might be taking that, and I'm super excited about it. I'll definitely talk to my direct boss or my direct manager, just because I definitely feel like it's a bad time, with the photo lab, with the holiday, with the remodel. The holiday coming up, the remodel now. I feel like it might be a bad time, but it's just that money sounds so good, and the areas don't sound too bad. So like it's paper Pets, and Chemicals. Thank you so much. Yes. Paper, Pets, and Chemicals, and Department 82, which is the register stuff, basically. And I thank you, Rin. Thank you, Osei. Um, but yeah, I've thought about it. I'll probably will, but I definitely want to talk to my direct manager first, just because electronics has sort of been our project together for the last 2 years. She came from sporting goods. I came from as a department manager over 82 in depart candy. So it's the front end stuff and then the holiday candy as it comes in the candy aisle. I was there, but they sort of got rid of, so every department basically had its own manager, but then they got rid of the management to make team leads, which is a fancy term for a department manager with more departments in it. And when that happened about probably 3 years ago, we all sort of got split up, got moved around, and she became the manager of electronics. And I was offered the electronics associate position. Basically, took a pay cut, but I was going to be her associate, along with like two other people who don't work here anymore. So, but she said her first I wouldn't say that's not the right word. Hold on. First I can't remember the word. Her first rule, I guess, not rule, but her first I don't remember the word. But she said that she would only take it if she had a strong team, cuz the team they had at the time was not the best, and it was like 3 people and they needed like 2 others. But I'm like, yeah, it's all right, it's all good. And we went back there with the goal in mind, and we basically knocked it out of the park. Like, it's been crazy how well the department has turned around in the last 2 years. Condition. Thank you, Rin. She laid out a condition that she needed a strong team, and they put together like 3 or 4 people coming from other areas. But we both came in early, stayed late until it was where we both wanted it. And then it just stayed there. Like, it had ups and downs, but it never got to the point where we were both like, what the hell's happening? And then we both got to the point where we didn't need to stay late. We didn't need to come in early. And I told her that. I'm like, we're at the point where we don't need to stay late. We're at the point we don't need to come in early. You need to teach these people how to do the jobs that they're supposed to be doing, so they don't have to stay late. We don't have to stay late. Everyone is doing their job. And I feel like if I take this management position, this team lead position, over this area, I'm going to... I know she'll be happy for me. I know she'll say, take it, because it's probably one of the better team lead positions at this point. There's a couple of them that are a little crazy. It's a lot. Like, they split this other... That's why another one's opening up, because the other one, like, it's pharmacy, cosmetics, all the shampoo stuff, the travel, like, personal care, basically. The all pharmacy, all cosmetics, shampoo, body wash, all that stuff is all... was all with Paper, Pets, and Chemicals, and it was a lot for one person. So they basically had this, like, the team lead of that area was like, hey, I'm struggling. I want to do well, but I am struggling. And so they just, I guess, said okay, and they split it into 2. That going to open a rec, you keep this. And yeah, and I love Department 82, so I'm already enticed to take it. I want to talk to my boss about it. I know she'll say take it. I know she'll be sad about it, but I don't think she'd ever try to talk me out of it. She knows that it's been a goal of mine to go somewhere else as a team lead, so it shouldn't be even an issue. I just know that with the associates we have now, she'll definitely have to teach. She'll definitely have to make them step up, because sometimes it's slack around. Sometimes it's not doing that because they don't think it's part of their job. Like, it's definitely going to be a challenge, because I catch her all the time saying, "No, I'll just do it myself," and I'm like, "That's not how it works." I could do it too, but you need to teach anyone else. Like, the goal to me as a manager at Walmart is to have people there that can do your job to a point. Like, do the lower stuff that you normally would do, have them sort of doing it, like price changes, setting a feature. Like, they don't have to do it all of the time, but sometimes it's like, make a decision. If you see 30 of these printers, put them on that end cap. There's only 3 TVs there. Put them over there. Like, make that decision. If you see there's price changes sitting in the system, go knock them out. Like, it's not that big of a deal. You know how. You have the power and tools too. And I think a big problem, it's probably the biggest issue that she has as a manager, in my opinion, is because I think, since I was also a department manager going into a associate position, she was benefiting, basically having 2 department managers working in the same department. Like, I was doing price changes, I was setting mods, I was like, I'm always of the mind, if I have it, I own it. Like, it's mine. I'm going to go put it away. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do that. And she really, with me there, she sort of has that extra arm, basically, setting stuff and doing things. And I'm not saying my associates, my coworkers and other associates don't do work, but sometimes it's just the bare minimum. Sometimes it's like, oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, I didn't even realize. Like, it's not just this, it's not just that. You have the whole area to think about. And yeah, I'm looking forward to talking about it. I'll more than likely take it. I'm not gonna lie. If not, for sure take it. Definitely throw that old hat in the ring. And it's gonna be exciting. It's, again, over paper pets, chemicals, and Department 82, which is all that register stuff, sidekicks and clip strips. But it's a rotating schedule, which means I have different days off, different times, so it definitely would be a fluctuating stream schedule, and all that stuff, but it definitely would give me a boost of money. And also, we are available for a possible bonus. The team leads are a part of the bonus that people receive at Walmart, apparently. It's at the lowest level. But yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited. I have 2 days to think about it for sure. So that's good. And I already took the team lead test that we have to take for getting a team lead position, so it'll be nice. I think I'll definitely be able to do the job. I just don't know if I'll survive the job, because I'll probably open my mouth and get fired. At this point, I think I know how to respectfully tell my opinion, tell my views, say what I want to say in a respectful manner, especially at work. I know it's surprising, but I do. But I will definitely have more on that soon. Definitely Saturday. For sure Monday I'll know, probably, if I do end up taking it. I probably will, but nothing's for certain. I'll I'll have to. I'm definitely talking to my boss and seeing what she thinks. But I know she'll be right there for me, so it won't even be a thing. It won't even be a thing, you know? I just you crack me up, OC. That's so funny. Hi Raya. Oh, that's hilarious. I think I'm going to be playing a little bit of Fallout 4 tonight. And then some ESO. And then some Minecraft. Don't forget, September 1st is supposed to be Starfield. So it'll be a good time. And yeah. I don't know when or what I'm going to stream tomorrow or Friday. Mainly because I don't have 4 on the floor for ESO. The tank is on vacation, so I might be doing some Minecraft. I might be doing some ESO. I'm not for sure. But I will probably also work on some editing videos, so maybe not a stream all day. That'll probably be reserved for Friday, if anything. But yeah, I'll hopefully have a morning stream for you. I'm thinking 8 o'clock. We'll be folding some laundry, so that'll be good. I know if you're watching this back on YouTube, it's like, what are you talking about streams? This is it's in the past at this point. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm so sorry. You could have seen it live though, so. But yeah, it's exciting stuff here. I'm at a good place. I feel like it's a good place. Ah, almost dropped my cup. But yeah, I'm gonna end the recorded video here and continue streaming. I think I'm gonna do ESO first, just because there's a couple dailies and stuff I want to do. And then we'll probably get into some Fallout 4, maybe an hour or so of it. Maybe an hour and a half. Maybe 2 hours. I don't know. I do want to stay up later today than I have. Just because I can get my sort of sleep schedule back on track. Really fall asleep tonight. And yeah. Oh boy. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, all of the things. If you're watching back on YouTube, you could have seen it live on Twitch. I forgive you, but could have seen it live. And if you're watching it live, thank you so much. And you're watching it back, you're kind of weird. But yeah, we're gonna keep streaming. I actually want to get some water quick. This soda is basically empty, and I don't want any more. So I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of the things. And I'll catch you next time. All right.